Errol Spence Jr. of Dallas, Texas. The Truth is a highly decorated welterweight boxing champion and currently the unified champion in the welterweight division, holding the International Boxing Federation, World Boxing Council, and World Boxing Association titles. Born of a Jamaican father and an American mother on March 3, 1990, Errol Spence grew up in Dallas, Texas, and quickly rose from being an undefeated amateur boxer in 2009 to becoming a force to be reckoned with in the welterweight boxing division since 2012. As an amateur, Spence won 3 United States national championships back-to-back, fought to the quarterfinals in the 2011 U.S. National Championships, and represented the United States at the 2012 Olympic game. Errol Spence Jr. touts a 28-0 professional record with 22 of those victories coming by way of knockout for a KO, win percentage of 78%. He's faced and defeated notable opponents including Kell Brook, Leonard Bundu, Sean Porter, Carlos Ocampo, and Danny Garcia to name just a few. As of May 2022, Spence is ranked as the world's 4th best active boxer pound by Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, ESPN. Spence is expected to join Terence Crawford in the ring for a highly anticipated fight on July 29, 2023 in Las Vegas. Terence Crawford is another beast of a fighter with 30 Kelvin wins out of a total of 39 fights. According to Errol, it is expected to be a legacy-defining fight. This video explores Errol's best moments in the ring, some of his notable opponents, and how he achieved all this. Errol Spence Jr., also known as The Truth, was born to Deborah and Errol Spence on March 3, 1990, in Long Island, New York, in the United States. However, he spent the most part of his life living in Dallas, Texas. He has Jamaican roots through his father and is African American through his mother. Errol's first debut in the world of sports was as a very talented quarterback in football. At the early age of 15, Errol stepped into the Vivero boxing gym in Dallas. For the first to start boxing with coaches Gene Vivero and Wayne Maddox, his boxing fanatic father saw him playing around slap fighting with his friends at their house and thought he looked pretty special. It was true, as a young Errol began fighting in boxing tournaments just 2 weeks after his first ever training session, beating amateurs with 4 or 5 years more experience than him. Guided by the watchful eyes of coaches Gene Vivero and Wayne Maddox, Errol found his passion, a passion that was sparked by a simple game of slap fighting with friends at his house. Catching the keen eyes of his boxing fanatic father, Errol started honing his skills, dedicating himself to the art of boxing. The seeds of greatness were sown, and from that moment on there was no turning back. Errol Spence Jr.'s journey to the top of the boxing world had only just begun, but little did anyone know that this humble beginning would mark the genesis of a legendary career, a career that would see Errol Spence Jr. become a force to be reckoned with in the realm of welterweight boxing. Errol Spence Jr.'s amateur career laid the groundwork for his future success in the boxing world. In 2009, he claimed the U.S. National Golden Gloves title, and from 2009 to 2011, he made a bold statement by winning 3 consecutive national amateur welterweight championships. His consistency and dominance in the welterweight division marked him as one of the top amateur welterweights in the country. In 2011, Spence took on the world's best at the World Championships, reaching the quarterfinals before facing a tough defeat against Sarek Sapiv. Undeterred by the setback, he returned home and continued training and fighting. In 2012, he earned a spot on the United States boxing team for the London Olympics. Though he fought with determination, Errol narrowly missed a chance to medal, ending his Olympic journey in the quarterfinals with a loss to Andrei Zamkovoy. Despite the Olympic outcome, Errol Spence Jr. left his amateur days behind him with an impressive record of 135 wins and 12 losses. These achievements paved the way for his transition to the professional ranks. Spence started quite well in the professional division. Starting at the age of 22, he debuted at the Fantasy Springs Casino in Indio, California, facing 19-year-old Jonathan Garcia in a scheduled 4-round bout. Spence made an impressive entrance into the pro scene, knocking Garcia down and securing a victory in the 3rd round. Throughout 2013, Spence's career gained significant momentum. He fought 8 times that year, emerging victorious in all matches, with 6 ending inside the distance due to his fierce power. His dominating performances included a one-sided 8-round bout against Emmanuel Lardy in October, where all judges scored the fight 79-73 in favor of Spence. By the end of 2013, he boasted a flawless record of 10 professional wins, 8 of them achieved by knockout. The rising star caught the attention of Showtime, making his television debut on June 27, 2014, at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. Spence demonstrated his skills over the distance in a 10-round fight against Ronald Cruz, securing a unanimous shutout decision by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Errol the Truth. It's June, continuing his impressive run on December 13, 2014. Spence added another triumph to his record by defeating Javier Castro via TKO in the 5th round at the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. But this was just the beginning of his streak of victories, more like the tip of the iceberg. In 2015, Errol had 4 notable fights, all of which he won. On April 11, 2015, Errol Spence Jr. faced Samuel Vargas in a Premier Boxing Champions fight card at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Spence showcased his dominance in the ring, delivering a powerful performance that led to a technical knockout victory in the 4th round of the scheduled 10-round match. The win extended his record to an impressive 16-0. On June 20, 2015, in an undercard bout between Sean Porter and Adrian Broner at the MGM Grand Arena, Errol Spence Jr. faced Phil LaGreco, a formidable opponent with a record of 26-1 and 14 knockouts. Spence remained undeterred and secured a 3rd-round TKO victory against LaGreco, landing 73 of 142 punches thrown while limiting LaGreco to landing only 19 of 132 punches he threw. Next on the undercard of Stevenson Carpentry, Spence took on Chris Van Horijden at the Rico Coliseum. He demonstrated his superior skills, knocking down Van Horijden twice in round 7, which led the referee to stop the fight in round 8. In November of the same year, Errol faced the Mexican boxer Alejandro Barrero at the Bomb Factory in Dallas. Barrero had a record of 28-2 and 18 KOs. The bout served as an IBF eliminator for the number 2 spot in their welterweight contender rankings. Spence put up an impressive performance, outclassing Barrero and securing a 5th-round TKO victory. The judges scored the fight in favor of Spence, with all 3 scorecards showing a unanimous lead. For his outstanding performances and continuous growth, Spence was named the 2015 ESPN Prospect of the Year, making him one particular boxer to keep an eye on. On April 16, 2016, Spence secured his biggest win yet in front of a record 7,628 spectators at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. In that fight, he faced former light welterweight titleist Chris Algieri for a scheduled 10-round bout. By defeating Algieri via knockout, Errol made yet another bold statement to the boxing world that he has truly come to stay. However, Spence earned $225,000 while Algieri earned $325,000 in that fight. The fight garnered significant viewership, with an average of 1.482 million viewers tuning in on NBC, further cementing Spence's growing appeal and potential as a boxing superstar. This victory marked his 7th consecutive knockout, solidifying his reputation as a force to be reckoned with in the welterweight division. Spence said in anticipation of a fight with Kell Brooks, an IBF welterweight champion, that Kell Brook knows what time it is. We gotta get in the ring and fight. August 21, 2016, Errol Spence Jr. faced IBF No. 7 contender Leonard Bundu in an eliminator fight at the Ford Amphitheater. This highly anticipated bout was aired on a Sunday night edition of Premier Boxing Champions on NBC, attracting a massive audience eager to witness Spence's skill in action. With a strong drive to become the mandatory challenger for Kell Brook's IBF world title, Spence started by breaking down Bundu with precision and aggression. After 5 one-sided rounds, Spence cornered Bundu against the ropes and landed a powerful uppercut that sent Bundu to the canvas. Referee Johnny Callis swiftly waved off the fight without initiating a count, declaring Spence the clear victor. Again, Errol reiterated his ambition of facing Kell Brook and contending for the IBF world title. And thank you for watching. Comment down for part 2.